Hello, welcome to Qigong for the lower back. I'm Lee Holden. If you look out into nature, things that are stiff or brittle are unhealthy. Things that are soft and flowing have healthy life force. Qigong for the low back promotes natural flexibility and suppleness through the spine. We're going to be doing exercises that promote core strength, increased range of motion, and fluid movements to create this natural openness through the lower back.
The classics say, those that conform to softness and flexibility are disciples of life and health. The beauty of Qigong is that it starts to cultivate natural flexibility and suppleness into the spine. The goal of this video is simple: to increase flexibility, bring in more circulation and blood flow to the lower back, and create strength and support through the lumbar. Sometimes low back pain can be a mild passing annoyance, the type of pain weekend warriors feel on Monday morning, or the more insidious type of strain that can become chronic and debilitating. Low back pain occurs for many reasons: too much sitting, not enough exercise, poor posture, being overweight, smoking, poor diet, injuries, and aging. It's no wonder that low back pain is an affliction shared by 65 million Americans. Back pain is usually caused by unconscious, habitual patterns and not moving the spine properly or enough. This tension builds up insidiously year after year until pain becomes extreme. Qigong allows you to establish a different relationship with gravity, where you are aligned and supported rather than resistant and holding. The purpose of Qigong for low back pain is twofold. One is to release and relieve low back pain right now. The other is to prevent low back pain from reoccurring in the future. This program starts with simple stretches while lying on our backs. These help open the lumbar and stretch key areas to release low back tension. Also, this program focuses on strength through the abdomen and core of the body to establish support and proper low back alignment. Seated postures will help lengthen the hamstrings and stretch the body further. Next, the routine moves to standing flowing movements. These postures are designed to relax the body and help train the spine to release tension and tightness while standing. Qigong for low back pain is a process of getting to know the core of the body. Through simple stretches, flowing movements, deep breathing, and mindful movement, we can transform tightness or pain into strength, flexibility, and energy. Allow the flow of the river to be a reminder to be fluid, flexible, and relaxed.
Welcome to Qigong for low back pain. Begin by lying on your back and bringing your feet flat onto the floor, taking the pressure off the low back. Allow the hands to rest lightly over the lower abdomen. Take a long, deep breath into the lower abdomen. Feel the breath rising on the inhale and relaxing on the exhale. Feel the back lengthen and relax into the floor. Allow yourself to soften through the breath. Now take your arms out to the sides with the palms face down. On the inhale, we're going to lift the hips and roll up onto the shoulders. On the exhale, slowly roll down. Inhale, tuck the tailbone under, roll off the floor onto the shoulders, roll down one vertebra at a time, making contact with the floor. Again, inhale up, exhale down,
At the bottom of the exhale, press the tailbone down into the floor. Feel that little arch in the low back. And then inhale, rolling up. Exhale down. Breathing into the spine, creating space between the joints. Slowly hug the knees into the chest and do a little rocking left and right. Feel the low back being massaged into the floor. Gently drop the knees over to one side and twist, holding the knees down with one hand and turning the upper body over the shoulder in the opposite direction. Breathe down through the ribs. Breathe down into your low back. Feel the spinal joints in the low back area opening and lengthening. Come back to the center and hug the knees into the chest and twist to the other side, holding the knees down, turning over the opposite shoulder. Breathe down through the ribs, down into your lower back. Come back to the center and hug the knees in. Bring the feet flat onto the floor and take the right foot on top of the left thigh. With your right hand, hold the knee and pull it in towards the center of the chest. This stretches the outer part of the hip. Great stretch for any kind of low back pain or tension, and also sciatica. This stretch helps prevent irritation in the sciatic nerve. Breathe into it. Feel the outside of that right hip open and lengthen. Slowly cross the right leg all the way over the left and drop both knees over to the right. Twist the upper body to the left, opening the hips and opening the low back. Now, without uncrossing the legs, take both knees over to the other side. Hold the knees down with the left hand and turn the upper body to the right. Again, breathe down into your lower back and twist. Come back to the center, uncross the legs, and we'll repeat the sequence with the left foot on the right thigh. Bring the left knee towards the chest. Feel that opening in the left side of the hip. Find a place where you can feel comfortable in the stretch and breathe. And then slowly cross that left leg over the right and allow both knees to gently relax to the left side. Feel the hips open. Gently come back to the center and twist to the right. With the right hand, hold down the knees and turn the upper body to the left. Allow the breath to slowly descend into your lower back. Come back to the center now. Uncross the legs and bring the feet flat onto the floor. We're going to do a few exercises to strengthen the core of the body, strengthen the lower abdomen, and take the head straight up towards the ceiling or towards the sky, and hold. Slowly come down, and then repeat. Forehead straight up. Feel the lower abdominal muscles working. This sequence will help to strengthen the psoas muscle, that muscle that attaches to the low back area, the lumbar spine, and runs along the abdominal area to the hips. So forehead towards the ceiling and hold, and then come down and relax. Draw both knees into the chest. This series is called the monkey plays on the ground and is designed to strengthen the psoas muscle and the lower abdominals. Wrap the arms around the legs, holding one wrist. Press the knees up towards the ceiling. Give a little resistance with the hands, and then lift the head, pressing the knees up, and then slowly come down. And again, press the knees up, and slowly come down. Take the elbows between the knees and squeeze the knees towards each other, resisting with the elbows. And slowly lift the head and squeeze a little bit harder. And then relax and bring the hands onto the shins, holding the shins, and take a few deep breaths into your lower abdomen. Then repeat, elbows between the knees, squeeze the knees together, and lift the head. Good, and relax, coming down. And the last one in this sequence will take the palms on top of the thighs and press the knees towards the face, resist with the hands, lift the head. Slowly come down and repeat. Press the knees towards the face, resist with the hands, lift the head. Feel that little vibration in the body as the abdominals work. And then gently hug the knees into the chest. Extend the legs now, hands out to the sides, and take a few deep breaths. This exercise is called pulling the bow, and we're going to lift the feet 6 inches off the floor, and then lift the upper body so the hands extend towards the feet. And slowly roll down. Again, repeat. Lift the feet, lift the upper body, extend, hold, and rolling down. Take a couple of deep breaths. Bend the knees now, feet flat onto the floor, and we'll go into a similar exercise, but taking it a little bit deeper. Reach up and hold underneath the hamstrings, and then extend both legs out straight, pressing through the heels. When you're ready, release the hands and reach towards the feet. Feel that working in the lower abdomen. Slowly roll down. And again, reach up, holding under the hamstrings. Extend the feet. Reach the hands toward the feet. Feel that strength in the lower abdomen. Core strength is key to a stronger lower back. Bring the hands now underneath the head, and we'll slowly start to bicycle the legs, bringing the elbow one at a time to each knee. Breathe into it. This strengthens the whole abdominal area, opening the hips, strengthening the abdomen, supporting the lower back. Slowly come down. Bring the hands down to the sides, straighten the legs, and take a few long, deep breaths into the abdomen, feeling strong and supported through the core of the body. Turn over and lay face down, with the arms outstretched in front of you. This next set of exercises is designed to strengthen the low back directly. Lift one arm and the opposite leg, and come up. Extend through the fingers, extend through the toes, strengthen the back. Slowly come down, and do the other side. Lift the arm and the opposite leg, and extend. Work into those lower back muscles. Once again, come down, and let's do the other side. Lift, Lengthen and open. Come down. One arm up, the other out. Last time. Great. Now we'll go into the same kind of movement, but we'll extend both arms and both legs. Reach up and lift. Reach through the fingers, reach through both legs. Feel that strength in your lower back. Hold for a moment, and then whenever you're ready, come down and gently shake the hips left and right. Shake and release into your lower back. Great, we'll come into another stretch sequence. This is called the Cobra's Ritual. I want you to bring your hands by your shoulders and gently press yourself up. Don't feel that you have to press up all the way. You can even rest on the elbows. This opens the spinal joints, opens especially into the lower back. And then from here, come back and bring your buttocks towards the heels. Open through your low back. This is a great posture just to release pressure and tension in the low back. And we'll roll forward, bringing the chest close to the ground. And press up into the cobra, look up, feel the opening and the length, and sink back. This is called child's pose in yoga, bringing the buttocks towards the heels and getting the back to release. Going back and forth between these postures really helps to mobilize the joints through the lower back area. Come up onto all fours now. Curl the toes under and press the hips and the lower back up towards the ceiling. Press down into your heels. Feel the stretch down through the back of the legs. Again, if this isn't comfortable to you, you can just stay on all fours. And now let's take one knee up between the hands so that the lower part of the leg crosses over the body. This is a fantastic stretch for the outside of the hip and those muscles that connect to the tailbone and lower back area. Relax down. You can rest the head onto the back of the hands. Extend that back leg. And now breathe into the hip. Feel the body expand on the inhale and sink into the stretch on the exhale. Take a few breaths here. Slowly roll out, come up onto all fours. Press yourself up again, tailbone lifting towards the ceiling. Press down into your heels. And now take the other knee up between the hands. Feel that outside of the hip stretch. Come down onto the elbows and rest the head now on the back of the hands or on the floor. Feel that opening. Feel the work being done in the hip, the tailbone area, and the lower back. Breathe into it. Come up onto all fours. And we're going to work into an exercise called the dog wagging the tail. You're going to start by moving the tailbone back and forth, left and right. This is a fun exercise and a great way to open the lateral motion in your spine. Let that movement go up through the mid-back and up into the neck and shoulders so that the head rocks left and right, back and forth. Feel the whole spinal cord moving. Rocking left and right, back and forth. Feel the rippling moving through the entire spine. And whenever you're ready, you can release and come out. Take a deep breath. Change to a seated position, either cross-legged on the floor or even sitting in a chair. Begin by hanging forward and stretching through the lower back. Feel that opening down through the low back and into the hips. Take a couple of deep breaths here. Relax. And then slowly roll up. Bring the soles of the feet together and begin a movement called turtleneck. We're going to tuck the chin to the chest, roll forward, and then look up. You can use the arms and the hands to help pull the body forward gently. Inhale as you look up. Exhale as you roll forward. Feel that length through the back and through the hips. Use your breath as a way to move deeper into the stretch. Feel that opening in the lines of tension that run through the hips, into the sacrum, and up the spine. Breathe in and feel the area soften with each movement. And slowly begin to relax and hold the stretch. Bring your forearms out across the shins. Breathe into the lower back area and release. And then slowly straighten the legs. We'll do the same movement with the head, the turtleneck, in a forward bend posture. Holding underneath the lower legs, tuck the chin to the chest and pull the body forward. Inhale and slowly look up. Exhale and roll forward. Now if you want to, you can reach a little further down the legs or to the feet and continue with this movement. Inhaling, looking up. Exhaling, rolling through. This should give a nice opening through the tendon lines down the back and down the back of the legs. Release and now hold the stretch. Breathe into it. And then gently roll up. After the forward bending sequence, what we'll do is go into a twist. This is called the snake turns the body. Bring the hands by the shoulders and then rotate over the shoulder. Gently bring the chest towards the floor. Come back to the center and go to the other side. And we'll go back and forth, opening and twisting the spine, bringing greater mobility into your lower back, and even stretching up through the upper back and chest. You can inhale to the center and exhale into the twist. Feel the body open. Come back to the center and open the legs wider now. A wide leg, forward bend. Bring the hands directly in front of you and start to rock gently left and right. Allow the head to relax. Allow the swaying motion to move through the back as you stretch the legs. Keep your low back loose and relaxed while you stretch. Bring one hand forward at a time to gently coax the body a little bit deeper into the stretch. Reaching left and right. Then come over to one side, holding the leg. Exhale down the inside of the leg and inhale up towards the midline. Use the breath to gently move into the stretch a little bit deeper. As you flow with this movement, you can stretch the hamstring, open through the hips, and open into your lower back area. And we'll gently switch to the other side. Exhale as you press down the inside of the leg
and inhale as you come towards the midline. The breath helps to soften the body, helps to relax the muscles, helps to lengthen. Use a soft flowing movement to create relaxation through the body, down the leg, and into the low back. Take a deep breath as you hold the stretch. Slowly release and come back to the center. Bring your left foot in and bend the left knee. Take the left foot away from the right knee a little bit, pull it back, and press it down with the left hand. Reach the right hand down the right leg, either holding the lower leg or the foot. Lean the body towards that right leg and then turn up and look up to the left. This is a great stretch for the low back muscles on that left side. Take a couple of deep breaths here. Bring that left foot in to the knee. Cross the hands around the right leg or cross the hands around the right foot. And now let's hold the stretch. Take a couple of deep breaths here. Feel that stretch in the hamstrings and in the sides of the body. And then we'll switch. Draw that right knee in with the right hand pressed down on the knee. Lean forward towards the left leg. Press down and lean. Breathe into the low back area. Feel the stretch. You can go into the stretch just a little bit deeper with the exhale. And then slowly release. Bring that right foot a little closer to the left knee. Cross the hands around the lower leg or around the foot and relax into the stretch. Take a couple of deep breaths here. Feel that opening through the back of the leg and into your lower back. And now straighten the legs. Bring both feet flat onto the floor and we'll go into a squatting posture. If this isn't comfortable for you, you can just straighten the legs and hang forward, or come up onto your toes and lean into the stretch. Squatting is a great way to release the low back and create space in those lumbar vertebrae. Straighten the legs now and hang forward. Slowly bend the knees and roll up. Let's begin this standing set with some pressure points for the lower back. Take the thumbs to the muscles next to the spine and begin pressing in as the hips go forward. As you bring the hips back, you can move the thumbs lower or just to a different spot. Press in with the thumbs as the hips go forward. Move the thumbs as the hips go back. This back and forth motion opens the spinal joints. The pressure with the thumbs helps to bring circulation and energy into the lower back muscles. If you have a hard time pressing in with the thumbs, you can use the knuckles of the fist. The main thing is to get the motion back and forth into the lower back area.
You can take some deep breaths and just feel that lower spinal area opening. Work those pressure points with the thumbs or the knuckles and breathe into it. Next, circle the hips. Try to get full range of motion through the hips, left, right, back, and forward. As the hips come to the front, you can press in again with the thumbs. This helps to open the hips and the lower back in that front direction. Again, take some nice deep breaths and feel the lower back open. Circling the hips helps to mobilize the joints through the lower back. Circle the other direction now. When the hips go forward, gently press in with the thumbs. Breathe into the movement. Come to the center now. And we'll begin a movement called knocking on the door of life. Turn from the hips and the waist. Let the arms relax and gently knock across your lower back and across your lower abdomen. This twisting motion brings energy and invigorates the lower spine. The main thing here is to relax your neck and shoulders, to turn from the center of the body. Let the knocking work into the lower back muscles, open the spine, and it also helps to invigorate the central nervous system. This is a good exercise if you need a little refresher or a little energy in your day. You can always do a little knocking on the door of life whenever you need it. And just breathe into the movement. Let the spine unwind and open. Take a couple of deep breaths. And then start to slowly come back to the center. Let your body unwind all by itself and relax. Now we'll knock over the lower back. This is a Qi self-massage technique to bring energy again into the muscles next to the spine. So with a light fist, gently knock through the muscles and down to the tailbone. You want to use enough pressure so that you can feel it, or even work into some sore spots, but not enough so that it hurts. Lightly knocking from the kidney area, down the spine, down to the tailbone, and then relax. Bring the arms up over the head. And this exercise is called picking cherries. It's a great movement and a great stretch for lining up the lower back spine. It helps to lengthen the lumbar area. So you want to bend your knees and allow the tailbone to feel pulled down as you reach up one arm at a time. Reaching up one arm at a time helps to create that length from side to side. Let your breath be relaxed. Keep the tailbone pulled down as you reach up. If you want more stretch, you just bend the knees a little bit more. Let the tailbone come down a little bit more and reach up higher. Good. Slowly let the arms come down to the sides. We'll go into a swinging type of movement. We're going to bend and straighten the knees. As the arms go down, the knees bend. As the arms go back, the knees straighten. Bend and straighten, bend and straighten. This is called the pump. It's a great Qigong exercise for strengthening the lower back and strengthening the legs. The idea here is to relax the arms and the shoulders. Just let them drop. The knees bend and straighten to create momentum in the arms. The breathing is inhale the arms up and exhale the arms back. Feel this open the lower back area. Again, it's inhale up, exhale back, pumping that energy and circulation into the kidney area, into the lumbar spine, and feeling it open. You can make the movement smaller now. Come back to the center and relax. Good, now let's take a wider stance. Bring the hands over the knees, and we'll do a little twist. Twist over one shoulder, pressing away with the opposite arm, and breathe down into the rib cage. Feel how this opens the spine. Take a deep breath, and let's go over to the other side. Press away with the opposite arm. Turn and look over the shoulder. And we'll go one more time. Turn over the opposite shoulder. Press away with the opposite arm. Twist. And come back to the center. Other side. And twist. Twisting is a great way to invigorate the spine and open the joints. Good. One last time. Press away with the opposite arm. Turn, look over the shoulder, and come back to the center. Slowly straighten the legs and let the head hang forward. Relax the arms and stretch over. And now bend the knees, roll up, take the hands up over the head, and then extend forward. We're going to go into a wave-like motion. Inhale up and exhale forward. This stretch sequence stretches almost every major muscle in the body, especially the front of the body, the back of the legs, and the muscles of the back. Work with deep breathing, inhaling up and exhaling forward. Feel the wave-like quality moving through your body. As you reach up and backward, lengthen the spine. As you come forward, you stretch the back of the legs and the hips. Ease into the stretch a little bit deeper, waving the spine and breathing. We'll come back to the center, bring the hands down, and walk the feet in. Bring the feet shoulder width apart, and we'll go into a gentle wave now. Extend the chin out. Bring the chin to the chest and roll up from the tailbone. We're starting to work into some Qigong fluid movements. Qigong mirrors the movements of nature, and especially that of water. Let your spine reflect a wave. Inhale, feel your spine and back expand. Exhale, extend the chin and relax forward. Feel all the joints in the spine moving. And slow the movement down. Come back to the center. Bend the knees and bring the hands in front of you. We're going into a movement called the fountain. The fountain is a great exercise to bring energy into the low back. As you inhale, bring the back of the hands towards each other, rolling up, and then exhale, let the hands float down and out to the sides. You take that wave-like quality into the spine and into this fluid movement. With each breath, just see if you can relax your body a little bit more. Inhaling the arms up and exhaling the arms out to the sides. These slow fluid movements train the body and train the muscles to work with relaxation rather than tension. Deep breathing sends a message to the body to relax, to release stress, and to bring in more revitalizing energy. And slow the movement down even more. Start to feel yourself connected, fluid and flowing. And bring the hands down and back in front of you. And let's hang forward and go into a flowing sequence called Between Heaven and Earth. Hinge forward at the waist and inhale, bring the arms up to the chest. Exhale, let the arms float upward. Inhale the arms down. Exhale around. The wrists cross as we inhale, and the hands come down on the exhale. Again, we hinge forward at the waist. Take a deep breath in. Draw that energy up the legs into the low back. Then extend the arms up over the head. Open up to the universe. And let the arms circle. And the wrists cross. And we'll bring the hands down. This is a great sequence to open the energy pathways in the whole body. We're going to work with deep breathing and fluid, relaxed movements. Hands just float up over the head. Float down and then circle. The wrist crossing is a movement to help bring energy and to calm the mind. Hinge forward at the waist, open the lower back, draw the arms up on a deep breath. Exhale, float the arms up over the head. Inhale, come down. Exhale and circle. Inhale, the wrists cross, and exhale down. Good. Keep that flowing. Relax into it. Let your body open. We come into our last exercise now, called Bamboo in the Wind. Bring the feet close together and the hands resting over the lower abdomen. You can close your eyes and gently just let the body rock back and forth. Think of yourself unwinding and coming to a place of equilibrium. Let the hips sway. Let the body rock left or right, and just breathe into the center. Have that sense of feeling relaxed and energized at the same time.